Hi there. In this video I'm going to teach you my quick money blueprint for what I like to call eBay trading. Now this blueprint alone can make anywhere from $1,000 a week all the way up to $10,000 a week and higher. And you'll see with the calculator I developed for you in a moment how that's possible. Now as you know, with all of my quick money blueprints I have available for you inside the club, there are 3 very simple steps to each one. Now the reason for this is because when I want to make some quick money online to fund a new business venture or simply make some extra money for fun, I don't want to follow a long and time-consuming business model. I've perfected these quick money blueprints to allow you to print cash on demand on a daily basis on the internet simply by following 3 steps. Now you literally can wake up in the morning, apply these 3 steps I'm about to show you, and start making money immediately. This is something that isn't going to take you days to learn, weeks to implement, and it's definitely not going to take months to see any money come into your bank account. So with that being said, let's dive right into this blueprint. Step 1, researching. As you can see, there's only 3 simple steps that go with researching. You want to first research the hot products on eBay, because if you're not finding a hot product on eBay, then nobody's going to buy anything that you have to sell, right? And this isn't about going and rummaging through yard sales or going to trade shows and all that junk that people teach you. You'll see that the next step is to research prices across multiple marketplaces. And what that means is that there's actually eBay in the US and the UK and France, all these cool different places. And you can actually research prices in each one of those places. And then you want a third step here of step 1 is to use a calculator to analyze the profitability. Now, obviously, you just don't want to use a standard calculator. You want to use a cool advanced calculator, and I actually developed one for you just for this quick money blueprint. So let's go ahead and go with this first step, where to research hot products on eBay. Well, instead of going to your local eBay, if you're in the UK, it'd be like ebay.co.uk. Well, instead of doing all that, there's a place out there you might have heard of called Terapeak. If you haven't, Terapeak is insane because it's a massive, massive place where you can actually do research across all of the eBays on the internet and do price analysis, see what's hot, and it's really cool. And I'll dive into that and show you in a moment. But if you just go to Terapeak.com, this is the website, and you can actually see how to sell. You can look at hot products, which this is what we're going to show you and like what I'm going to get into in this video. You can look at research of the hot sellers. You can look at trends during the seasons. I mean, it is just way beyond what you could ever imagine that's on the internet. And if you're like a techie person like me, you're going to love this. And if you're someone that's just getting started with the internet and you really don't know where to start, what kind of tools to use, this is all you're going to have to use for this quick money blueprint eBay trading. So now that you understand what Terapeak is, we want to research the hot products. So I went ahead and logged into my account here, and I'm just showing you a portion of the screen so it fits in this video. But once you're logged in to your account, you can start by researching a product, looking at sellers, looking at categories, or researching hot products. We're going to start by researching hot products. And once I click on that, you can see it shows me the rank, it shows me keywords, the names, the prices, and all kinds of cool stuff. Well, since you want to make the most amount of money in the least amount of time, you want to click on the column that says average price, and then you can see it's going to show you all of the hot products right now on eBay, and the average prices are obviously higher. Now, not every one of these you can really dive into. The things that have worked for me over time is to go after like electronics and things where people are going to eBay because they're trying to get a better deal than what they would get in a store. So you can see some of the hot products here, like cameras and photo. There's digital cameras people are looking for. They're looking for lenses, tickets. Don't worry about. Just kind of, if you want to stick to this blueprint and stick with what I do, just stick with like technology stuff. So cameras and photos is really good. If we scroll down, you can see there's cell phones. Cell phones are incredible. And the only 2 things that I ever do this with is cameras and cell phones. I don't do anything else. I don't find other products. So that's how you actually research hot products. Now, if you want to research prices across marketplaces, this is where you have to pick a couple products that you want to start analyzing, and then you're going to start looking at prices across all the eBays out there and entering them into this calculator. So it's kind of like a two-step process, and this is all still considered step one. So let me actually just go through a live walkthrough. As if I was going to do this right now to make some money immediately, you can follow along because you can make money while you're looking over my shoulder right now. So if I'm going down here, I'm just looking, and I can see here's a digital camera, like a Nikon D200. I've never heard of that one, so I won't look at that. But up here, number 4, this is kind of cool. A Canon EF. This is actually a lens. So there's a lot of people looking for this lens, and this is an expensive camera lens. So it's probably people that are into photography, and they really know what they want. So we definitely want to take a look at that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and it's Canon EF 70-200 mm. I don't know what all that means. I'm not a camera buff. But I'm going to go back to Terapeak's homepage once you're logged in. And up here where it says type here to begin, I'm going to enter that keyword in just like you saw it. And then I'm going to start with eBay.com. Now on Terapeak, you can see I'm subscribed to look at the actual prices on all these marketplaces. These are all the eBays that are out there. So let's start with eBay.com, and I'm going to look 30 days out. Now you can see what it's doing is pulling all the listings for those 30 days, and it's going to show me what the average price is. Now keep in mind, there may be some other things out there other than the actual camera lens. So the average price may differ, but as long as you're being really targeted with your keyword, this average price is going to be spot on. All right. So let's say $739.87 is the average price. Don't worry about all this other stuff at the moment because I'm just going to show you exactly what you need to know right now. Now, let's say, we're researching the prices, then we want to use the calculator. So here's the calculator, and I've actually developed this strictly for this blueprint. I've always used this for my own personal use, but you can actually use this right now. So to get this calculator, simply click on the button below this video to download it. So hot products, I've made a list here so you can do multiple products, but for this first one, it's going to be that Canon EF, and then eBay.com, this is where you want to put in your price. Now you can see I've made a box for eBay.com, eBay Canada, eBay UK, Australia, and then there's these other two that are in a foreign language, so like France and such. So if you really don't know foreign languages, that's why I made them blue here, because you can skip these and still make just a ridiculous amount of money. So let's stick with just the ones in the orange for this example. So eBay.com, so you got your calculator out, so you want to go back and look at that average price, $739, and then when you're back in your calculator, simply enter it in there. And then now we're going to look at eBay Canada and look at what the price is that it's selling for on eBay Canada. And you're going to be just blown away about what you're going to be able to do here in a second and how much money you can really make. So eBay Canada, you can see it's selling for $866. So if you're starting to get an idea as to what's going on here, check this out. When you have an eBay account, you can actually log in with your one eBay account to all of these eBays. So you can log into eBay.com and actually buy a camera lens for around $739, and then you can turn around and sell it on eBay Canada for $866. That right there is eBay trading, and I'm just going to keep moving further so you can see there's more to it than just buying on one marketplace and selling it on another, and that's what my calculator is for. So it's just going to take a couple minutes here for me to go through and grab all these prices, but I'm not going to pause the video because I want you to actually see how long this can take sometimes, and sometimes it looks like it's finished and it's still loading, so you just let it be. And you can see this one, the average price is $1,006. Yep. So let's go back to the calculator. So you can see now on eBay UK, it's already selling for $1,000. So here right now I could buy it on eBay.com for $739, turn around and sell on eBay UK for a nice little profit there. Well, let's still look at eBay.com in Australia because that one, that's still it's in English. So I'm in the U.S. I don't understand France. If I did, I would jump on eBay France and pull the price there too. But I'm just sticking with those boxes in the orange. So now you can see we went through all these boxes. Now, just to show you, if you do know France, or if you do, I think this is DE is Denmark. I don't even really know. But let's say you know France. there is so there's no I mean there's people out there that make their living doing what I'm showing you right now. Very few people do it because I mean you have to be smart to come up with the idea. But look at this though. If you just know French or you know someone in France, or if you can just log in and create an auction on eBay France, look how much of a profit margin you have. If you bought it on the lowest price here, which is Australia, for $710, you can sell it on eBay